Alright guys, day 2 video game collection. I decided to put my Motorola Droid 1 onto Craigslist to see if I could barter it for some video games. I was hoping to get a big jackpot of games, and something else happened, but it worked out in my favor. I found a girl that needed this phone. Hers had broken or something along those lines, and she wanted this phone because I believe the battery of her phone was out or something ridiculous like that. So I talked to her, and she wanted to trade me a Dreamcast for this phone. And that's not a good deal for me. A Dreamcast is worth about $30 online, and I could probably get 50, maybe 60 bucks for this phone. So I talked her in to trading me the battery for this phone. Just the battery. This thing right here. I have another one, happily, for this over here. A Sega Dreamcast, the saddest video game system there ever was. It was a great system, but it could not compete, and it was ultimately Sega's last system, and its life was cut short, unfortunately, but the couple years it had were fantastic. There were some really good games on it, and I never had the opportunity to have one or play it, so this is a fantastic piece to my collection. I can't wait to pick up some games and try them out on this system. And the battery I traded for it can be purchased for $4.70 on Amazon.com. So I am basically, in essence, $4.70 down for this beauty right here. Alright, a couple more finds I picked up today. First one, I went down to the Book video game used store. They kind of rip you off and take your used books and electronics and then resell them for twice as much. And I went through the Game Boy Advance collection and found a handful of games. One of them was Mega Man 3 Battle Network, and it was actually not on the shelf. It was in a box underneath. It didn't even have a price tag on it. So I haggled with the guy, managed to pick that up for $5. And I actually am not a fan of the game. I played it before, like 10 years ago, whenever it came out. Not a fan of the game, but I know for $5 I can definitely resell this on eBay for $10, or better yet, I'll try to trade this for a couple Game Boy Advance games I actually like. But this is the first Game Boy Advance game to my collection, and I have that SP from yesterday, so glad to get that started. Now, these games I all found deep in storage at my house. I went over to pick up some old games to start my collection. My favorite fighting game of all time, Killer Instinct. This game kicks so much ass. Very similar to Mortal Kombat, and pretty violent for Super Nintendo. As you see, it's rated T for teen. I don't know that they made rated M games back then, because if they did, this game would have been one. You could rip off people's heads. EA Sports, Hockey, 1996. Really fun game. Not a whole lot to it, just kind of like a soccer game, I guess. Kind of like Tecmo Bowl. You just pass the puck around and try to score a goal. Nothing complex about this game. And then I have two Super Star Wars games, Return of the Jedi and Empire Strikes Back. Really good start to my collection. I'm not selling any of these. I could probably get $7 a piece for them, if that. They're not really that valuable. But I am going to sell this one because I don't like this game one bit. And these are going to be the first of my SNES collection. Now I just need to get an SNES. And I'll be back soon with another video of my pickups, guys. Later.